Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. So this video is about wedding planning, and the first thing, I think I'm thinking about doing like a series for wedding planning, and one of the first things that I'm going to talk about is my wedding planner. And this is what it looks like, and I made it myself, and I'm just going to go through it. So it's like a wedding planner setup, and this was vital in planning my wedding. I got married in July 2015, so it's about to be 2 years, and yeah, it's really useful. It was really useful for me because if not, I would have been all over the place and like lost things and all that. So let's jump right in. This is my wedding planner, and I made this. This is just like a regular binder, and this is cardstock right here, and I just I wrote this on the computer and I printed it out, and they had this wedding cardstock at Michael's, and that's exactly what I used. So yeah, so this comes out and I just put that in to fit to size, and this too, I also printed this on the computer, and yeah, so that's that. That's the front cover, and here, I got this wedding timeline. Now I had a year to prepare for my wedding, and so I used this wedding timeline from russellandhazel.com. I will link this down below. This was really helpful. This is my engagement announcement, save the date I mean. So yeah, we did the save the date, and yeah, this is my save the date for people. So that was really fun. We took a photo shoot in the city, and then this pretty much goes through like 12 months, what you do at 12 months, what you do at 11 months, and I just kind of crossed out the stuff I knew I didn't need to do, and I wrote stuff down on the side. This was really useful. I kept this in this page protector, paper protector, because I knew that it was important, so that's why I actually put it in there. And then it goes 7 months, 6 months. This was really useful for me because I'm like a very task-oriented type of person. So I definitely liked checking off those boxes. It made me feel good. Anyway, I had to put the actual dates that things were due and all of that. So that's that. And they also gave you a day before and day before and day of, so I might have to take these out, so but I'll show you later. Let's see what else. The wedding day timeline I didn't really use. I think I just made my own to-do list. This is the one, the page. They give you it for the wedding day. It says like flower delivery, reception setup begin, bridal hair appointment, and all that. But I think I just had my own to-do list. I wrote it down. I didn't really use that. And for the ceremony, there was another thing the DJ gave us that it kind of told everything. This is just kind of like the bridal party, which I ended up rewriting. And pre-wed, I didn't even use this. This is just says where we got the engagement ring and the wedding bands. And I don't know where I got this, but I got it online. So yeah, that's that. Let me go through the section. So this is the checklist. This is the first section. Then I did a budget section. Then there was a vendor section where I kind of kept like all of the contracts and everything. Then I had the ceremony section. This is kind of has like the seating chart, everything, like how it would be organized, the food and all that. Then I have the guests, which is the guest list, who had RSVP'd, who hadn't RSVP'd, blah, blah, blah. And the attire, which is just some pictures that I got from online, how I wanted it to look like. The registry, which I don't think I really use this section much, but you probably don't really need to have this section in there. I just printed out some stuff you'll see. And then the last thing was the honeymoon, and I didn't really use this section either, so that wasn't really that useful, but we'll go through it. So the first one is the budget, And here I just kind of had how much we had, our wedding funds and all of that. And here I also got another printable from, let's see, this is definitely from the internet. It doesn't say the website, but it kind of helps you keep track of all the things you need to spend on. I did leave this in pencil, and we did, I believe we did stay on budget, but it just tells you how much percentage of all the vendors that need to be for the wedding. So the photography and the video should be 10% of your budget. Favors and gifts, 3%, stationery, 2%, all of that. So I have more budgeting stuff here. Then for the vendors, on Pinterest, I think there was like a lot of like checklists, what to ask your vendors, what to ask the venues, and those were actually really helpful. This is just like contracts of what the DJ gave me. I just kind of kept that contract there. So really, I mean, I didn't really need to have a vendor section because I just kind of kept one contract. Maybe I should have just done a contract section. And then here's the ceremony section. In here, I did have a paper, which I don't know where it is, and it kind of had the order of a wedding, which had like the procession, who's coming down first, who's coming down second. So that was also, and these two I probably could have merged, ceremony and reception, because there really wasn't much for the ceremony other than that. Then we have the reception, and this is the seating chart for the place where we got married. And here is, I did write some questions down from Pinterest. I didn't print out the paper, but then they gave me a seating chart, and this is the menu for the place where we got married. This is also the menu. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh no, this is it. So this actually really, I needed. So not that I haven't, well, I actually haven't been to many weddings, but I'm first generation here, so a Spanish wedding, Hispanic wedding is different than an American wedding, so I just did need to know all this stuff. And this was actually really, really helpful, and I got it from wetplan.com, and it tells you like who comes in where, what time, and kind of like etiquette, I guess. So that was actually really important. This was the one I was talking about. So in usefulness, I would say I could probably have merged my ceremony section with my reception section. And these I made also from Cardstock, and I printed these out. I put them through the computer, and I just wrote them down. Yeah, so that was really helpful. That page, this page right here, was actually really helpful. And then I have the guests, this was probably the most frequented section that I went to, and I do advise to have this section all by itself. Here are some like mock invitations. I made these sample invitations. I made these invitations. My friend helped me. He's a graphic designer. So we kind of just like tested out some papers, tested out some designs, and I really loved how they came out, and they're really beautiful. And I have like an actual finished set. I did my invitations myself, and I lined the inside of these with this kind of I think this is like wrapping paper. It's like kind of goldish, and actually I think this was the end result. No, I think this was the end result, the ones we actually sent. It was on this paper. I believe we made it on Michael's Cardstock, and it's like this glittery, shimmery paper. It's beautiful, and I really liked it because it had a little bit of shine to it. And these are my colors: the gold, the pink, and the teal. Mint, I would say. And this was kind of just like what the guests were going to get. So I'm just gonna put this back in. So here's my wedding checklist, and here I just kind of like made a graph. It wasn't too difficult to do. I think I may have done this on Word, and it has the guest, how many guests, the guest name, I guess if they had a +1, their address, if I send them their save the date, if I send them their invite, there would be a check mark here if I got a response. And I didn't have response cards because honestly, everyone that I invited, I talked to, so it's not like I would have to get their stuff back in the mail. Plus, Spanish people don't do that, so they don't ever send stuff right back, even if you send the stamp with them, and that's just too long. And if I talk to these people, I could just ask them, "Are you coming?" And then their gifts, and if I did their thank yous. I did have to update this list multiple times because there were additions and edits and all of that. So I did that and all of that, same thing. I had a rather small wedding, I would say. It was like 100 people, which is not a lot for a wedding. In Jersey, weddings are really expensive and they're always very big. So there's tons of wedding venues in Jersey. And it's really expensive to get married in this state. But so yeah, this was actually the most, I think, useful thing that I had because I just had everyone's name and it was just so organized and it kept me on track with everyone's addresses and all that. Then I have another like etiquette thing that I got, I think, from wedplan.com, and it says invitation wording samples. So this was like really helpful because, like I said, I didn't really know how to word an invitation, especially since I was doing it myself. So this paper was really helpful, and I just chose one of them. The last thing here was the stationery that I have here, which really wasn't that useful. I never used. This is also how to keep track of a guest, but I liked the one I made myself. It was easier to use. But this is also like a guest list tracker, and this is from Russell and Hazel also. This is not important because I didn't use it. I didn't use invitations and stationery, like a checkbox of how much I sent, if I sent everything. And then attire, these were just images that I liked of wedding dresses that I had seen and that I wanted to get, and then how I wanted the girls to look and the guys to look. And yeah, that's that. And then the other thing that I got, which was also the other section, which is registry. This is actually really, really helpful. This is from Russell and Hazel also. It's like a big packet that you can get online for free. And it just showed you everything that you kind of need, kind of even in excess. You don't even need all of this stuff. But it's good to have this giant list to see what you want and what can fit in your apartment, and you can put that all in your registry, because really when you have your own place, you don't really know what you need and what you have and what you don't have. So this was actually really, really helpful. The last things that I have here, it's just honeymoon papers that says after the wedding, the honeymoon, changing your name. You can find this out online and how to change your name. But this was also helpful. I did have to look at this a couple times, so I would reprint this if you were doing your own binder. This is also really, really helpful because it reminds you what you need to change your name in, and that's important because even though you might have so many things on your name and you kind of don't know where to start, but this kind of helps you keep organized. And this is the back of it, which my husband drew this and wrote that for me, but just something cute I had back there. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions about the planner, how I made it, or any questions about wedding planning. So just let me know, leave it down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!